Carnac the Magnificent. Are you all right, O'Shea? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
May eternal bliss fill your clothing.
Thank you.
Carnac the Magnificent stuns the audience by reading answers before the questions. And every reveal hits harder than expected. The stage lights glow softly as the familiar energy of late-night television hums through the studio. And just when the audience settles into their seats, something unusual begins to unfold. There's a sense of anticipation, the kind that only comes when viewers know they're about to witness something delightfully absurd yet strangely brilliant. The curtain of mystery lifts as Carnac the Magnificent makes his grand entrance, and immediately the room shifts. Draped in an exaggerated, almost mystical costume, complete with a towering turban and a flowing cape. He doesn't just walk onto the stage, he glides, commanding attention without uttering a single word. The audience bursts into applause, not just because of the spectacle, but because they know exactly what kind of ride they're about to be taken on. Johnny Carson, seated behind his desk with that signature calm confidence, watches Carnac with a subtle grin, as if he's both the host and a spectator in this surreal performance. The chemistry between them is electric, built on years of timing, trust, and a shared understanding that comedy doesn't always need logic. It thrives in its absence. Carnac slowly approaches the desk, holding a stack of sealed envelopes with theatrical reverence, as though they contain secrets too powerful to reveal. The silence stretches just enough to make the audience lean forward. And then, in a deep, exaggerated voice, Carnac begins. The brilliance of the act lies in its simplicity. Carnac claims to know the answers before even seeing the questions. He holds an envelope to his forehead, closes his eyes, and concentrates as if tapping into some cosmic frequency. The audience holds its breath. Then, with perfect comedic timing, he announces an answer that feels completely random, almost nonsensical. The laughter starts to build, not because the joke has landed yet, but because everyone knows what's coming next. He tears open the envelope and reads the question inside, and suddenly, everything clicks into place. The absurd answer now makes perfect comedic sense, and the room erupts with laughter. What makes this moment unforgettable isn't just the joke itself, but the journey leading up to it. Carnac stretches every second, milking the anticipation, turning silence into a tool just as powerful as the punchline. Carson plays along flawlessly, occasionally throwing in a reaction or a witty comment, but always allowing Carnac to remain the center of attention. It's a masterclass in comedic pacing, where every pause, every glance, and every exaggerated movement adds to the experience. As the act continues, the jokes become sharper, the rhythm tighter. Carnac's confidence grows with each envelope, and the audience becomes more engaged, almost participating in the act by trying to guess how the answer and question will connect. Some combinations are clever, others are completely ridiculous, but that unpredictability is what keeps everyone hooked. There's a playful tension in the air, a sense that anything could happen, and that's exactly what makes it so compelling. At one point, Carson leans in slightly, as if trying to understand the mystical process, and Carnac responds with a dramatic glare, as though his powers should never be questioned. The audience roars with laughter, not just at the joke, but at the dynamic between the two. Feels unscripted, even though every beat is perfectly calculated. That illusion of spontaneity is what elevates the performance from a simple comedy sketch to something truly iconic. The beauty of Carnac the Magnificent is that he doesn't rely on flashy tricks or complex setups. His magic is entirely verbal, built on wordplay and timing. Yet the character itself adds an extra layer of humor. The over-the-top seriousness with which he delivers the jokes contrasts perfectly with the absurdity of the content. It's this contrast that keeps the audience engaged, constantly balancing between expectation and surprise. As the segment progresses, the laughter becomes louder, more frequent, almost uncontrollable. The audience isn't just reacting anymore, they're anticipating, leaning into every pause, every setup. Carnac has them exactly where he wants them, and he knows it. There's a confidence in his performance now, a rhythm that feels unstoppable. Even Carson, known for his composure, occasionally breaks into genuine laughter, which only adds to the authenticity of the moment. But beneath all the humor, there's something deeper at play. Carnac's act is a reminder of how powerful simplicity can be in a world where entertainment often tries to be bigger, louder, and more complex. This performance proves that sometimes all you need is a clever idea, perfect timing, and the courage to commit fully to the bit. The audience isn't laughing just because the jokes are funny, they're laughing because they're witnessing something crafted with precision and delivered with confidence. As Carnac prepares to reveal another envelope, there's a noticeable shift in the energy. The audience quiets down, not out of boredom, but out of anticipation. They know the pattern now, but that familiarity only makes the payoff more satisfying. He presses the envelope to his forehead, closes his eyes once again, and the room seems to pause with him. In that moment, it's not just a comedy act, it's a shared experience. A connection between performer and audience that feels almost magical. The rhythm of the act continues to build, each joke stacking on top of the last, creating a momentum that feels impossible to slow down. Carnac's presence becomes even more commanding, his gestures more dramatic, his voice more exaggerated, as if he's fully immersed in this mystical persona. The audience is no longer just watching, they're completely absorbed, hanging on to every word, every pause, every reveal. It's the kind of engagement that can't be forced. It has to be earned, and Carnac earns it effortlessly. Johnny Carson, ever the perfect counterpart, knows exactly when to step in and when to step back. His reactions are subtle but impactful, often serving as a bridge between Carnac and the audience. A raised eyebrow, a slight smirk, or a perfectly timed comment can amplify the humor without overshadowing it. This balance is what makes the segment feel so natural, even though it's built on such an absurd premise. It's not just a performance, it's a conversation, a playful exchange that keeps evolving with every moment. As more envelopes are revealed, the variety of jokes keeps the audience on their toes. Some are clever plays on words, others lean into pure absurdity, but all of them share one thing in common: they surprise. That element of surprise is what keeps the laughter fresh, preventing the act from becoming predictable. Even when the audience thinks they've figured out the pattern, Carnac finds a way to twist it, delivering something unexpected that reignites the laughter. There's also a sense